Okay. Part 2 of drum breaks and the EMU. So now I've got my break. It's that one. Oh, and by the way, I got my keyboard, so don't wonder if I'm not hitting any buttons on the EMU itself. It's so much more convenient to have an actual keyboard for naming, pressing stuff, and not having a double button press issue when you have worn out keys on the EMU itself. So I highly recommend, if you have that DWAM board or what it's called, get a keyboard and an external AT keyboard with an DIN connector, and you're so much better off. Okay, so now I've got my break. I did something to it. I downsampled it, I clipped it a little bit, I reduced the bitrate, and yeah, the audio quality of my mobile phone is not that good, but I give you an example of what it sounded before. Listen to that. Yep, and this is, wait a sec, this is the break now. I've programmed a little bit MIDI for demonstration. And these are the individual samples of the break, downsampled, bit crushed, whatever. So yeah, tad louder. I clipped it by, I guess, 5 or 6 dBs, just to get rid of the spikes. And I don't know why downsampling the whole break actually makes the highs a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more crunchy. And as you can see, I downsampled them to 20k, but I still got high-end information above the Nyquist frequency, so above 10k. I did some experiments with that. I don't understand it fully, because I always thought if you downsample something to like 10k, that your highest frequency you can have is 5k, but that's not the case, at least with the EMU. I don't know why. I appreciate it because it sounds really good if you use the highest quality algorithm, as mentioned in my other video, and I do this quite often to breaks. So now then, as you can hear, I also tweaked the envelope already. I show you the original. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not supposed to happen. Okay, so this is the break. And if I set it to the original settings, it sounds like this. Yeah, but I like it a little bit more choppy. Okay, so now let's take this kick drum, for example, or this one. Let's say I think they're kind of weak. They need some layering or stuff like that. I don't know. I already sampled some kick drums into the sampler one time with the same method I showed you in the other video. Every kick has its own key. So when I load the other preset, which I did already, it's this one, 8 kicks. It has 8 samples, and they sound like this. Yeah. Well, I just chose some random kick drums I found on the get-go. But let's say I want to layer them. I like particularly a few of them, but I'm not sure which one will go along with my kick on D sharp. I have to change the preset, I'm sorry. So let's do the following. I edit the preset, the full dusty one. Oh no, I still have to get the key commands right on the keyboard. It was that one. So D sharp, it's voice 5. For convenience, I could change the group number to have a bit a better overview of my samples going on and of the key values and everything. I could also create a multi-sample, but what I want to do is I want to shape the drums differently when I layer them. And when I do a multi-sample, the chords are the same for the two samples, or three, or how many you like to layer. So what I will do is, for now, I will change voice 5, my kick drum, with the first kick drum on the break. I will change it to group 2. Oh, come on. And then I will create a new voice. Or better said, I copy it, because all my chord setup is saved with that. I have the exact same voice, so it would be played louder, and I think I would get phasing issues. But I will change the sample anyway, to go a little bit closer with my mobile phone. So I copied the voice, I changed the group as well, and then what I will do first is I edit the voice so that, as shown in the first video, I have MIDI A to D set up to shape my envelope, and I want to shape those two drums differently from each other. So what I do here, this is the second voice, which will get the second kick drum, which will be layered with the original one, and I just changed them. So I just add four letters. So A becomes E, B becomes F, C becomes G, I guess, and D becomes H. There you go. And this one as well. So now then, when I now layer this, there you go. I just have to, there I am. Okay, now I can solo that voice. It was F6, alright. I soloed that voice, so I will now hear. Why isn't it doing what I want? Okay, now it is. So this was my original kick drum. Now I can change the samples to a new one. So this is a new kick from the other preset, and I am now free to change whatever I want about it. So if I stop playing the break and if I quit soloing the voice, now I promised myself to not use the EMU again because it's so faulty on my unit. Delete that one, yes. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not perfectly prepared, but I hope you get the point. So, if I stop soloing the voice, solo off, then, and I press G sharp, you hear both kick drums at the same time. You hear that? There's a little bit oomph to it. I will deactivate the other voice so I can hear in comparison. Turn it down all the way. And when I press D sharp, this is the original kick. And now, with the new one, way more bass to it, way more fat. Okay, but I don't like the decay on that particular one. So what I do, I make that one very short. I now did what I did in the first video. I altered the, well, these are my assigned MIDI controllers. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and the other ones are over there, but never mind. I altered the hold time. I do this very often. I altered the hold time to the shortest possible value. And this is why you won't hear the layered kick right now, because it's so short that you just have the click. If I elongate the whole time, then you hear it's back. So I think the release is too long. I will shorten it a bit. That's it. Too long? Better for my tastes. And well, let's say that I think the attack is too hard on the second drum. I will shorten or soften that as well. And this is my layered kick drum. So now when I play the break, only the first kick is layered now. I hope my mobile phone will pick that up, but I guess you can hear that it is actually deeper. It has more punch to it. I layered those two drums. What I could do now is resample that. I hope I do not have to explain that. It's actually quite simple. To be honest, I don't know the key command for that, so I do it on the EMU. I create a new sample. I am in resampling mode. I put it to about 2 seconds or whatever, and I just play. I arm it. Oh, oops, that was forcing. I'm sorry. I arm it, and what I could do now is play that very single note and remap that to the original kick drum. So I save voices, I save maybe memory or whatever, but I don't mind. Using 128 megabytes in my unit, because 120 megabytes of memory is plenty. I never exceeded that. Yeah, and so I won't do this now, but I hope you get the point. And by the way, I don't know if you're keen about hearing some tips, but I will load another break, which I layered with itself. And here things start to become interesting. Because, wait a second, where is it? It was the theory break, right. I load that, no, I have to load it first. Okay, I merged it because I don't want to lose the changes I did to the other preset. What I did here, I don't need what now. Well, what I did here, oh damn it. Okay, I layered the whole break with itself. This means I have the exact same version in another group on the exact same keys. And as you see, all of them are turned down by quite a bit. This is due to my mapping of the MIDI controllers. I have 2 MIDI controllers set up to control the volume. And I have... I show you the actual voicing of one voice. I have, where is it? There it is. I have the pitch wheel assigned to change the pitch of both voices, but I also have 2 MIDI controllers, MIDI I and MIDI J, in this particular group, to either change the pitch upwards or change it downwards. What I could do with this is I could put one break a few semitones above the other and filter them differently and get a whole new vibe with that. I think I will do another video on what I do to my breaks and what you can do before your break even leaves the sample, and how you can get rid of a lot of routing and plugins and effects afterwards, because the EMU is really capable of a lot, and there are so many changes you can do on sample level or preset level that would save you a lot of time when mixing down stuff. And to get another flavor with the exact same samples, the EMU is actually quite capable at that, and I think I will do another video because this one is already 15 minutes long. and I usually don't take that long to shape my drums. But yeah, I think this is enough for this time, and I guess I will do another video in next few days or weeks. See ya.